Hello everyone, my name is Professor PC, and today we have already reached our 23rd class. So today we are going to talk about some elements of surprise in Chinese history. So last time I talked about Sima Yi and Zhuge Liang's story. When Zhuge Liang died, his country became really faint and weak, and the enemies are so much and so strong that the country is nearly wiped out by the enemies. But when staying this mountainous places, he found that his army can resist the enemy's attack for many years, because there is only one way in and the path is very narrow. So it's very good for defenders to ambush the soldiers. So he's lying in his fine capital and doing nothing, while the enemy is prepared for a large attack. So the king is actually very foolish, because when he's very young, he's got hurted from the head. So from the moment he became very foolish, but he's still a very powerful king, because he's got many army around him. The enemy minister asked two generals to accomplish the final attack. One way is from the mountain. Two generals is assigned, so who can reach the capital first and catch the king will be promoted, and the one who lost the game will achieve nothing. So one general chose to lead the large quantity of enemy to go inside from the pass. The pass is very narrow, so there are so many castles and soldiers resisting them. So the road to the capital became a chaos. So many soldiers stuck in the road, and so many of them were killed in the action. The defenders are very brave, so one general lost most of his army, so he had to call for backups. While another general, seeing all of these things, he found another way. His name is Deng Ai. He's also a military genius. He thought reaching from the great narrow pass will be very hard for these soldiers, because the defenders are very brave and are willing to sacrifice everything, but they can't. So he chose to enter from the mountainous area. There are so many high mountains and rainforests, so it became impossible to enter. He got only 10,000 people who entered from the mountains. He's got guide from local residents. So he lost half of the soldiers because of the bad weather, all kind of terrible creatures in the rainforest, and also climbing mountains. But he's also not got enough food and enough weapons. But finally, he entered from the back of the mountainous areas. When the capital is still defending the enemy coming from the past, they found out another army of enemy show their appearance in behind of them. So they found very frightened. After a big fight, the foolish king finally gave up his country and promoted that he's not going to fight a war anymore. So from this point, the three little kingdoms finally became one big kingdom and ended the time of chaos. So the general is also rewarded for first entering the places and first destroying the enemy's forces. But unfortunately, because some political competition, he was killed by his competitor who achieved nothing, because he chose the path seemed to be very easy, but face a lot of defenders. So sometimes some ways will be better if it's really surprising. When entering from the back of the mountains, nobody thinks they can achieve it. So there are fewer defenders around the mountainous areas. When they enter, there are no one defending them, so it's very easy for them to reach the capital. If coming from a big pass, there are lots of defenders prepared, so it's impossible to reach the capital very soon. So the surprising tactics sometimes will be the better one, and the normal and classical methods will be not very useful in some cases. In these cases, Deng's intelligence and also his spirit of sacrificing some of his soldiers exchange for larger awards is better. Unfortunately, and it's a pity that he was killed by his political enemies in the final, though the three kingdoms have been united. So from this point, other small kingdoms has no hope for defending, because the greater empires have already taken the lead and will strike other countries and the warlords whenever he can. So this is the change point of the whole time, and also the fastening of ending this chaos time of separations. 100 years from the end of the Han's Empire, the world is finally came to a dawn that is going to be united by one country in this Chinese great land. So thank you very much for listening to the report, listening to our Silk story, and thank you also thank you very much for paying attention. So very nice to meet you guys. Bye bye.